It's March! You know what that means! It's time for March Madness! And it's time to be back on the air! Oh, I love you guys! And welcome into another edition of All Andy Alfred right here on your TV home for All Andy Alfred, Clay Fan 2, 3. I am your host, Andrew Alfred, welcoming you into the first edition 2011 spring season, third season, All Andy Alfred. I love you guys and welcome in. It has been a pleasure working with you guys so far, filling in your sports needs and covering what is going on here in the local Northwest Ohio, Southeast Michigan, Detroit, Chicago area of the city, and it's been a pretty good run. We're doing this will be our third season. We're just going to start this week, starting on Friday. We'll do a Friday show for you, and on Monday we are planning either the trip to Kalahari Resort. That is a scheduled trip, but that is subject to change due to the weather that's going to happen this weekend. We will find out eventually on Sunday afternoon if we are going to do the show. And you can check us out on Facebook, on my page of Andy Alfred. You go on Facebook.com, you click ClayFan23. There's my page. You take a look at it, see if we're doing the show. But I'm here to recap the last 3 months since I've been off the air, so stick with me here. The last 3 months have been the best 3 months of my life. I mean, no offense, I love doing this show, but the last 3 months have been the best 3 months of my life. I have found a new someone in my life, and she's excellent, by the way, and I love you, baby. And also been doing some stuff around town, working here and there, continuing working at the pizza shop, of course. And also, I got accepted to Bowling Green State University starting this fall of 2011, and we are taking All Andy Alfred down to BG when the time comes. But this summer, we're going to fill you in on baseball. We're going to fill you in on the March Madness situation going on. NFL labor talks, of course. NBA labor talks, that'll be coming up soon. Also, we'll talk about the NHL Stanley Cup Finals. We'll also talk about the Blue Jackets. The Jackets last night were a loser to Vancouver 2-1. And their new additions, we'll start with that off on tomorrow's show. And that will preview also the Thursday game when they take on the Edmonton Oilers. Also, we'll have some guests on the show. We'll have Nick DeVera, of course. We're planning on getting somebody. There's a team now forming in Cleveland. I don't know. I think they're called the Cleveland Barons or somebody like that. They're in the LFL that's starting next season, and we're going to talk to one of the prospects who I think could make it, and we'll interview her over Skype. We are now on Skype. You have the opportunity to talk to me on Skype. We do the show from 2 to 3. You can comment on the show always underneath the show scroll bar, and also you can always email the show on Facebook or also underneath the show and also on Skype. We're going to use Skype a lot now in this show. We're going to talk to Nick DeVera, of course. He is busy right now down in the desert with the Chicago White Sox. We'll get his opinion on this coming baseball season. And you can tell it's spring because I got the collar shirt and the turtleneck on. So it's getting closer. We're getting really closer to spring. You see I got the Cincinnati Reds hat there. The Central Division National League champion Cincinnati Reds. We'll have that on. We have the Indians, we have the Spartans, we have the Tigers, of course, my Detroit Tigers, even though Miguel Cabrera went a little boozing, and the Blue Jackets, of course. But Blue Jackets are coming off a loss last night to Vancouver, 2-1. Scotty Upshaw, the only goal scorer for the Blue Jackets, ended in a shootout, picked up a point, but the Jackets are struggling as of late. They're 12th place. They're 12th place in the Western Conference. Top 8 teams make the the run for the playoffs, and we'll see how that turns out. And so much more to talk about. We got Mud Hen baseball in April. We got, and all throughout the summer, by the way. We're talking Mud Hens, Tigers, Indians, Reds. We'll talk some basketball with Izzo and Donahue and Jimmer Furnett. Jimmer time! We'll talk about that too, and we'll also talk about the pending issue. But I want to get into something beforehand. It's the daily recommendation, the 3 recommendations of the day, which I always promote on the show. First of all, Taco Bell. I love the Sierra Mist there. Best Sierra Mist there. Taco Bell is running this whole week, up until Sunday, 88-cent Crunch Wraps. Now you say, well, is there something wrong with the Crunch Wrap? Well, there is. If you haven't been watching the news lately, there was a lawsuit against Taco Bell for not using proper meat. So now they have changed their formula, and it's now 88% pure beef and 12% secret recipe. So this week alone, the Crunch Wraps are 88 cents. They're regularly $2.39 for 88 cents. Go to Taco Bell. It's a limit of 2 per person. I went to lunch today, grabbed myself a Crunch Wrap and a crunchy taco, and the great Sierra Mist. Also, this coming Thursday, actually, the Walleye will take on the They'll take on the Reading Royals at the 7 o'clock start. Chris Blight, last chance to see Chris Blight. Great player. Him and Ben Gordon, good players in the ECHL. And also, if you can't make it to the game on Thursday, there is a nice show going on at the Valentine Theater called Exhibit Red from Toledo School for the Arts. It's my old alma mater. You can see we got the red room going on, but I don't have a red shirt on. We'll see that tomorrow on All Andy Alfred. But it's going to be a great show. It's a great show. Tickets are $11. You can get your tickets at the Valentine Theater box office, or go to ts4arts.org for more ticket information. We are literally 15 days away from St. Patty's Day, and also I am making this announcement. It's a big announcement. March 15th, the Blue Jackets take on the Boston Bruins. We're going to be there. It will be the Bruins! The Bruins! As Don Cherry says, taking on the Columbus Blue Jackets. Tickets are starting off at $22. That is a Tuesday night. That's 2 days before St. Patrick's Day. That Thursday when they take on the Detroit Red Wings. I'm Andrew Alfred. I hope you have an excellent day. And remember, as always, I'm pulling for you. We're all in this together. And especially to the teams behind me. And to you, the viewers. Victory is sweetest when you have tasted defeat. Have a nice night, everybody. I'll see you tomorrow for another edition of All Andy Alfred.